Good morning and welcome to Convos and Coffee. I'm Pastor Rob, and this is a brand new devotional that we have started over the next couple of weeks to hopefully bring you a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of joy from God's Word. So, if you don't have a coffee, go grab one in the next 10 seconds because we are starting our devotional. Today, I'm going to be reading from the book of Psalms. I'm going to be reading Psalm 139, verses 7 through 12. Hey, look, as Christians during this time, this can be a really difficult thing because we're being asked to disengage with one another. And we're actually a community of believers. We are people who are meant to live this life together. And so we walk this thing, this road, this faith, we walk it together. We're meant to bear each other's burdens. We're meant to pray together. We're meant to celebrate together. So being asked to radically disengage and radically separate can be a little bit daunting. And for some of us, what that ends up doing is making us feel a little bit alone because some of us don't have family nearby, and this can make us feel completely separated from all other people. Well, I want to encourage you from the book of Psalms today. Is there any place I can go to avoid your spirit, to be out of your sight? If I climb to the sky, you're there. If I go underground, you're there. If I flew on morning wings to the far western horizon, you'd find me in a minute. You're already there waiting. Then I said to myself, oh, he even sees me in the dark. At night, I'm immersed in the light. It's a fact. Darkness isn't dark to you. Night and day, darkness and light, they're all the same to you. I hope that this scripture just sort of lifted your spirits. And I don't know where you're at or what you're dealing with today. But what I do know is that whatever that is, God is there with you. And if you're feeling alone, you aren't. He's with you and he loves you tremendously. How do I know that? Well, in my life, I didn't always follow Jesus. There was a time when I was trying to fill that God-shaped hole with things like alcohol, drugs, relationships, money, and all of these things came up short. I never felt more alone in my entire life. But then the God that I serve, Jesus Christ, he stepped in and his voice said to me, just come home. And I did. And I've been filled ever since, and I've been blessed ever since. And I know that no matter where I go or what I do, he goes with me and he speaks to me. One of the things that kept me from him in the beginning was that I felt guilty and I felt ashamed for some of the things that I've done in my life. And it can be easy for us, even as believers, to say, oh no, I've messed up. I can't speak to God now. I need to get myself fixed up and then he'll be able to listen to me. Well, if I read this correctly, that's just not true. No matter where you go, underground or above ground, as far east or as far west, he goes there with you. That means no matter what you do, what you've done, he wants to hear from you. So what are some ways practically over the next couple of weeks that we can engage with God a little bit more? One, pray. He wants to hear from you. He wants to hear your voice. He wants to be close with you. And it doesn't matter if you're struggling or if your heart is broken or if you've messed up. He is there and he is listening. And one of the great powers God has given to his children is that when he hears your prayers, he answers them. So make sure that you're talking to him. The second, get into his word. This book is filled with powerful statements and powerful truths about who our God is to you and who you are in him. You won't know it unless you open it up and you read it and you find what he is saying about you. It's meant to encourage you. It's meant to bring you hope. I hope you open it every single day. And the third thing is to spend time listening for him. That might mean you need to quiet the noise. We're hearing all this information right now, and not all of it's really that good. But God wants to break through that. So just go maybe spend a few minutes even just in silence and be listening for his voice. I know he has a word for you that he wants to speak to you. It's going to encourage you and it's going to bring you hope. Hey, look, if you're feeling alone, we have at Bethel on the website a place for prayer requests. I want to encourage you to go to the website, put a prayer request in there, and the pastors are looking each and every day so that we can go in and we can pray over things, and we will mark off that we have prayed for those needs. I hope that Convos and Coffee has brought you a little bit of encouragement this morning. We love you all. God bless.